Hi y'all, this is Larry from Deep South Texas. It's December 21st, the shortest day of the year. And today we're going to review what we were able to produce in our small garden this year. Let's get started. And the first item that we were able to harvest this year was carrots. They didn't turn out too great, but not too long. I don't think the ground was prepared well for them. But we did get carrots and we got turnips. So my first time for growing both of those, and we did get a harvest. We also tried cauliflower, and it looked like it was going to be real good, but it ended up bolting on me, and we didn't really harvest any. The broccoli, however, did okay. We got several meals of broccoli. And cabbages did well. Here we have some Napa cabbage and a regular cabbage. They did real well this year. Got some nice size heads. They weren't huge, but they were pretty nice. I was really happy with them. One of the things one of my goals for this year was to be able to grow cabbage and make my own sauerkraut. And we got enough cabbage to make about 8 quarts of sauerkraut. So I was real happy with that, and we continue to enjoy that. Green beans did real well too. We don't really grow enough green beans to can them, but we grow more green beans than we can eat. And the dill, it was attacked by caterpillars, so we really didn't harvest any dill, which was in the end okay. And zucchini, we got more zucchini than we knew what to do with. The onions, they did real well. I really enjoy growing onions, and I planted a lot of them. A lot of them I grew from seed and then transplanted them. But the size was not too bad. We had some small ones, but we had some big ones as well. In the end, we probably ended up with close to 60 pounds of onions. They have lasted me for 7 months with only a few going bad. Potatoes didn't do quite as well, maybe 35 pounds of potatoes. The Yukon Golds did pretty good. The reds and the whites were a little bit on the small side. But it's great growing your own potatoes. And tomatoes. We grew a lot of tomatoes this year. Maybe 75 different plants. And they were just terrific to grow. They looked good. We ate all the fresh tomatoes we could. We probably harvested 150 pounds of tomatoes this year. So it's hard to beat tomatoes right out of the garden. We did can some tomatoes this year, water bath canning them, and that was okay. I didn't put up any videos on that because I'm fairly new on that, and there are experts out there that do a much better job than me. These are some Romas here. They did real well for me this year. Here we have tomatoes and jalapenos getting ready to make some salsa. And my island in the kitchen was full of tomatoes for several months, so got used to this. Okay, so we did can some tomatoes. Here are some pints of tomatoes. And we planted sweet corn, a small patch. It grew pretty well. It all flowered or tasseled and put on silks, and we did harvest sweet corn. oh, we probably had 4 or 5 meals of sweet corn, and then we froze 4 or 5 quarts as well. So not a lot, but it was good. And I didn't think I was going to get any eggplant this year because I didn't plant any, but we had some volunteer eggplants come up, and we had about 3 meals of eggplants this year. That was unexpected and kind of nice. Here's something else that was unexpected. This is a fungus. When I first saw it, I thought it was a ball the neighbor kids threw over. And our squash did really good. Here's towards the end, getting ready to harvest them. They were a lot of fun to grow, and just a pretty nice harvest. This year we'll be growing some squash from Deep South Homestead called Cherokee Tans, but this is what we had this year. Real happy with the output. And we grew celery as well. We had 6 or 7 heads of celery. I dehydrated a lot. We ate all the fresh we could, and leeks did well. Enjoyed growing the leeks for the first time this year. We harvested enough leeks to make about 6 batches of leek and potato soup, which is what I used them for. So real happy with those as well. And moringa, it was terrific this year. I've been growing moringa for 3 years, and this was the first year I was able to harvest enough to supply all my moringa needs for the year. So that was great. Next year will probably be better. And more jalapenos. These got pickled. And they're about half gone now, so they're pretty good. We got lucky and were able to grow a watermelon, only a single one, but it was wonderful, and it was beautifully ripe and sweet. So very happy with that as well. Planted a pineapple. We cut the top off of a pineapple that we purchased at the store and put it in some water, and then we put it in a pot, and it's doing well. And the okra was unbelievable. My first year growing okra, and I grew about 40 plants. I had more okra than I could shake a stick at. We also grew peanuts for the first time this year. It's the small plot. We were able to harvest about 4 pounds of peanuts, and we ate about half of those as boiled peanuts, and the other half as salted and roasted in the shell peanuts, and they were very good. It was a wonderful treat. I'm going to sure try to find space to grow these again next year. And we planted sweet potatoes. What we're looking at here are the shoots that we took off, and then we replanted those shoots, and this is what they grew into. It was amazing watching the sweet potatoes grow, and we harvested about 30 pounds of sweet potatoes. So we'll be having some of those with our holiday dinner. Real happy with the results there. And of course my navel orange tree, it produced navel oranges, and we ate them all through the month of November. I think there's 1 or 2 left on the tree, but they're basically done now. But very sweet, very happy to have those. And turmeric did wonderful this year as well. I had 3 barrels of them. I harvested more turmeric than I know what to do with. We gave some away. We dehydrated some, turned it into powder. So that was very nice. And the ginger equally did great this year. Real happy with the results there as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. This video on how our garden did this year. Next week we'll be doing another update on what's growing in the garden, because you still have we still have quite a few things growing. So if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up and please subscribe. We'll see you again next time.